Boom! Bang, bang, Niner gang. So we back in this episode, man. So we got my boy David McNina, and we got the King. Not the Sacramento King, but we got the King. And then we got David Corona. Not the coronavirus, but we got everybody coming in. So let's go on for another episode, man. We got the 49ers round check. We're about to put some checks on them, on them players or the coaches, man. So let's discuss what's on your guys' mind about the Niners.
Well,
we just signed somebody from the Vikings.
Did we sign somebody from the Vikings?
We signed a wide receiver. I don't know.
Wide receiver.
I don't.
It was like
Chris Conley.
He's probably not gonna make the team. He's not gonna make the team like that.
Nah, Conley's like a body depth. Like he used to be really good a couple years ago, but
yeah,
man.
Yeah, basically. Eric Armstead's looking more leaner supposedly. Maybe he might play on the edge this year, a little something, at least half the time. Never know.
I like him more on the inside, more better than the outside, man. I don't know. He's just not that effective as an inside guy. I mean, outside guy. But hey, we got our favorite Sacramento Kings fan. We got John Jay from 49ers Ultimate Report, man. We got the Kings fan.
we got the Laker fan in here.
Yeah,
the Laker fan.
I'm just playing around with him. It's all good, man. It's all good. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on with the Niners. We haven't really gone big on these little signings. I guess Juwan Jennings officially signed his tender, so I guess he was
Mr. Third Down.
Yeah, he signed his tender, so I guess it took him a while to get that signed, and then Kerry Hyder's contract's officially signed, and then Chris Conley just signed. So they were working out. What is it? They were working out Chris Conley and another receiver. They were working out, and I guess they came away impressed with Chris Conley more.
Yeah, Chris Conley. I'm not sure what he's going to be. I think we got our 5 for this season. We might even draft.
Big Mac.
It's like a sneaky need for the Niners. Because I know next offseason probably going to decide maybe between Ayuk and Debo, maybe possibly. So possibly. So yeah, man, if we can get a late round guy, like a guy who slides because of a bad 40 time or some character, take a chance on him at the receiver spot.
Hold on. We're going to the Super Bowl. We re-signed Kerry Hyder.
Oh yeah, Mr. Like good run stopper, Mr. Kasarek's project. The guy can he get back to 8 sacks? I mean, that's something.
Mr. He's not better than
nice.
Mr. He's not better than Ngakoue.
Oh yeah, throw that out there again. I guess it, man. Ngakoue is still available. I'm surprised. Like,
I know.
What's with his market? Like, does no other team value him as much? I mean, he's a good pass rusher. They can.
Yeah, because he's not a good run blocker. That's why.
There has to be something we don't know about him. I don't know if it's character issues in the locker room. There has to be something the NFL teams know that we don't know because of how he's sitting.
It's got to be it's got to be that he's not a good run stopper. Maybe that's why his value is so low. But let's say after the draft, if Ngakoue is still available, you think we could still get this guy on a cheap ass deal?
Yeah, never know. I think it could happen. Like a prove it year or 1 year prove it deal.
There's going to be some players that have their market drop down after the draft. So
yeah.
So for that going on, dude, you have to realize look at Robbie Gould. I don't think his market value is getting any better now. So he might just be desperate to sign somewhere else. Like maybe the Cowboys, they need a kicker. I mean, Green Bay Packers, possibly. But hey, Big Mac, how's it going, man?
What's up, Brian?
It's pretty good, man. Went to San Diego and it was freaking cold as heck and raining and storming over there.
Man, San Diego kind of gets pretty nice out there, but I guess the rain weather out there is pretty cold.
Yeah, we were surprised. We went to the beach and it was cold. The water was cold. So yeah.
It's pretty foggy over here too.
Yeah, around here it's not that bad. It's kind of back to normal weather over here.
What happened to it? Never cool over here. Southern California.
Oh, Southern California weather, huh?
Yeah, it's supposed to be sunny all the time, but not last weekend. It was sunny when I left on Friday. So.
Like few weeks ago, Central Valley was pretty bad, but not as bad lately. This dude's funny as hell.
Hey, John Jay, I didn't know that CG was a real Kings fan.
No, I think he's talking about my Lakers being the kings of this deal.
Nah, we're gonna beat the Warriors. We're gonna beat the Warriors in the second round if we play them.
Nah, not even gonna happen. Not
I guess.
Let me tell you guys a story. My story is I never knew anything about basketball. It was always rugby. So when I was a kid, this is back in the island, I was a young kid, and the movie that I watched was a big black dude kicking Bruce Lee in the face. So, and that's my introduction to the Lakers. Found out that it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and so that was my introduction to basketball. And I liked the Lakers until the Kings moved into Sacramento. So I started liking the Kings growing up, but I like the Warriors because I like their players, man. I mean, I've always liked the players that they had, even when they had they had Mullins, they had Chris Webber, they had Hardaway. Dude, I like players and stuff like that on different teams. That's for basketball, but football, that's another story. I'm straight up 49ers.
Yeah, my different story of what got me into like basketball at an early age was my brother was like Bulls fan, and I just had to find something as close to him because I like to be more of a competitor with my family. So I like to go the opposite end. So I watched a lot of Showtime Lakers. I watched a lot of the Shaq and Kobe days, and I don't know, Kobe and Shaq just hooked me into the team. I don't follow them like most people, but I'll be real honest, man. I'm a casual fan. I'm not like some of these hardcore fans, bro. I'll watch the playoffs, So if anybody kind of gets the idea, like I don't do content like most of these other content creators, bro. I might do playoff videos because they're in the playoffs, but I'm not like these other legitimate real fans, bro. I'm just a regular Lakers fan.
But that was a freaking good game on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
this should have been the Western Conference championship. That would have been better.
Yeah, are you talking about the Warriors and Kings? That game was pretty close.
Yeah,
it could have gone either way.
Really good game. It could have went any.
Wiggins missed a wide open three.
Yeah.
Hey, but Memphis got murdered, man. They had to call 911 in Memphis, man.
We're gonna sweep them.
Yeah, Jaws' hand got jacked up, and there goes. That's it. I think
David owns Warriors and Giants. Oh, I don't know.
Hey, salute to Steve-O, man. I guess you got a good comment right there. I guess white man can't jump.
Yeah, man. Did you watch who won the dunk contest?
That's a classic movie.
What were you saying?
Did you watch Steve-O, did you watch who won the slam dunk contest this year?
I seen it.
Who won the contest?
I don't even remember. Like no name.
The guy from Sacramento.
No. He's he got signed to Philadelphia on a.
Oh, he got traded.
Oh yeah,
he was never on Sacramento's team.
Mac McClung.
Yeah, McClung.
Oh man,
he got the traded? Lakers first.
Yeah. He with the Warriors too a little bit.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that one dude that kind of. So you went to the 76ers, right?
Yeah, 76ers signed him, and now he's playing. He came in, won the slam dunk contest, then went back and played on their developmental league.
Yeah. So you know what's an interesting fact about this kid Austin Reeves, bro? I had to go more deep research. This kid played college ball at Oklahoma, undrafted, bro. This guy's an unhero player, number 15. I guess he gives me that Derek Fisher vibe, man. Derek Fisher vibe. Then you got number 28. I don't know how you say his name, but he kind of gives me a little bit of that Lamar Odom type vibe a little bit. But
Hachimura or something?
Yeah, Hachimura. Yeah, I don't know how you say his name.
He saved the game.
Yeah, he was like consistent.
He was the best player, most consistent.
Yeah, he was consistent on the 3 points, dude. Like I see, like when I was watching the entire game, bro, I was like, I think the difference between the Kings and the Warriors was the 3-point shootings had determined the factor. I think Kings were finally clicking, and I think that's what really hurt the Warriors.
Yeah, starting in the third quarter, from what I've seen. I don't watch all the games. I just watch highlights. So
yeah, I know we're getting on to the basketball topic. Let's get on the football topic, man. I know we can go on with
this.
like So speaking of these signings, man, so what do you guys think of these signings of Chris Conley or Kerry Hyder? I know it's been officially he signed. I actually reported on the video where I kind of make it sound like I'm freaking David Lombardi and just do like a part where I say we signed Kerry Hyder to a very low price, but I put the Dollar General right in front of me. That shit was funny. Everybody kind of telling, like, I guess some people are saying, why are you copying those guys? I'm like, dude, it's funny. I just think it's funny. I mean, Kerry Hyder didn't cost much. I think he was just elite minimum, right?
Yeah, he didn't really cost that much. Like I said, he's gonna be another depth piece. He'll probably be he's probably our fourth best edge, maybe third. You know, I mean, we got to get because we got 3 guaranteed excellent D linemen. You know, Armstead, Hargrave, and Bosa. We need that fourth. Who's gonna be the fourth? Is it gonna be Farrell? Is it gonna be Drake Jackson? Is it gonna be the new 3rd round draft pick we get? You never know.
I think we might have to move up for this edge rusher.
Well, I honestly think Drake Jackson, as long as he's in shape, he's going to take a leap. I mean, 15% of the snaps last season, 3 sacks, 8 batted balls. If he plays 45% of the snaps, then he's going to have more production.
I think his production is going to go up to 10 sacks, maybe, or a little more. Because I think usually the second-year players, they break out. Like when they first come into the league, they hit that rookie wall, but they get better throughout the season. So it's like you look at a lot of these players, dude. Like I think our edge rushers, I think whoever is that other edge rusher, the opposite of Bosa, I think he's going to benefit the most. Like you got Hargrave. Hargrave is like, dude, this guy made the Eagles better. Like it really shocked me, to this day. Like I'm like saying, did we just sign this guy? Like really? And I'm like, not only that we just took the Eagles as a defensive player, bro. That guy was a big factor towards that D line, bro. They were creating pressure because that guy was taking double blocks or he was actually being a factor.
Eating it up. Yeah.
And he had he had the most pressures too. He actually had the most pressures on that defensive line, which I think it was like 57 or something pressure that season, which is the most. But the Niners had like 60-something pressure.
66 as a team. Yeah, he had more than all of us damn near. Like he's that dude, man. Like collapse in the pocket. It's just what you need, man, because you don't want these quarterbacks to step up in the pocket, and that's what he is, man. He came from a great organization with the Steelers, and another one with the Eagles, so now he's with his 3rd great organization. So,
yeah,
3rd time's a charm.
But you look at the difference, man. We go to that Dollar General. We get these Colin Farrells of the world. We get Austin Bryan. These guys were Clemson teammates. They were actually national championships. So we get these guys on a discount sale, man. So it's like I seen a video of Austin Bryan doing some training with Arden Key. So there was a video of him doing some training with Arden Key. And then I believe Colin Farrell's already like up to speed with what to expect because he's already training with those guys. Those guys are kind of like under the radar, so they might have some similar production. Maybe like an Arden Key impact. You have somebody like a Colin Farrell. Maybe he has 6.5 sacks or maybe 5.
Yeah, I can see that happening, Colin Farrell, because I mean he was drafted high for a reason. So he got some ability, so he can unleash it, and he's basically the Sam Darnold of the defense. Former high pick bust with some upside, but can he make that happen? We'll see.
And Austin Bryan, I've heard some good tape out of him, but he just never stayed healthy. Like if you watch his get-offs, dude, his get-offs are pretty good. Like you see how he uses his arms and all that stuff to get through, dude. That stuff works if you can get him healthy on the football field.
Yeah, man, freaking using the hand moves. Watch Bosa, man. Bosa's a complete pass rusher. I wish Bosa would add like a spin move like a Dwight Freeney did. Ooh, man, he would be even better.
Those spin moves are hard to do. It depends on how you do it consistently. Dwight Freeney was just a pro at those spin moves, but
I think we're gonna have the best defense again, and we just need that one. We just need that one quarterback and get us to the hump. And we need to get there.
I mean, what do you guys think? You guys think this has the potential of the 2019 Niners vibe, or you guys don't know about it?
I think so. 2019. I think we're gonna have multiple, like 2 guys who command double team. That's what we got right now. And I think we're gonna draft another excellent edge rusher. He's gonna get a good late round value for him. Maybe even like I said, I think we should draft one of our third round picks. That's what I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like so David, let me know what you think about all the stuff that's going on with the team. Like it's got a good vibe on our defense. You think our defense is going to still remain the same under Wilkes?
I honestly think that we could be better than last year, but at the same time, how can you get better than number one?
Yeah.
So, it's a hard thing to do. And our defensive backs, Hufanga and Demo, they're they have more experience now, and I don't see any of them taking a step back. We got Gibson coming back. We did lose Aziz Al-Shair, but we have McCrary Ball. Flanagan Fowles is special teamer / fill-in. I don't see him being anything special. But, with 11 picks in the draft, you never know. We might just find the next Greenlaw. But, yeah, I honestly don't see our defense taking a step back, especially adding Hargrave. I could see him taking a step forward. But our offense is what I'm worried about. And, all the position player groups, I'm not worried about that. Although we could use a tight end. And did you know that we've been the most active NFL team in interviewing and scouting tight ends?
Tight ends, I'm happy.
For the draft. We have been.
Oh, hell yeah.
So a lot of people don't know that, but we have been. And, our offensive line center, as long as Jake Brindle actually plays like he did in the last 4 games of the season, then, you could have something. Maybe bulk up a little bit too, though. He needs to get stronger. Let's be honest. He was getting blown up. He needs to get stronger.
Dude, he needs to bulk up more. And he took personal with me criticizing him, and I called him out on his freaking blocking. And I think he needs to bulk up a little more. And yeah, more experience helps you. But if I'm gonna call you out on something, then he has to work on strength a lot better. Add some weight a little bit. His athleticism is not a problem. It's just if he adds a little more weight, he can hold up a little better. But yeah, I don't know. Like Brock Purdy, this topic, man, this has been going on for just the last few days, man. Like
he might not play.
He may not play the season. There may be question marks. You're kind of like skeptical about it. Like
we don't want to rush the guy. You know what I mean? What about we rush him and he comes back out and he gets hurt again? He'd be out for more time. So let him take his time. Let Trey Lance run the ball, run the show, and let him get a chance, and see let him see what he could do.
I've been saying we're not going to see Brock Purdy till at least week 4. I've been saying that since before the surgery.
Like maybe midway to the season.
I mean, it's all up in the air. It depends on how the rehab goes. If he has a setback, I mean, it's all up in the air. We just need to, kick back, watch it, and see what happens. But it's Trey Lance's time to shine.
Yep.
It is. Hey, I guess Steve-O kind of disagrees. Like he even said Balding wearing Trey rag. What is he referring to? Who is he referring to? You like one of you guys?
No, he's talking about Baldinger.
Oh, Brian Baldinger. Yeah. I think he was talking about Sam Darnold. I seen one of his clips. He was really high on Sam Darnold, and then Frank Gore was talking very highly on him too. So it's like,
when Gore's happy about somebody, I'm happy.
yeah, but I guess this Leo guy's last name is Greenlaw too, man. Hey, he is a Greenlaw. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, Baldinger, yeah, he's kind of funny, bro. But he's more of a serious breakdown dude. But
do you really think Sam Darnold's gonna get play?
I don't know about Sam Darnold playing, but I think you get him for in case if something happens, know. But I think
Trey Lance gets hurt or something.
Yeah, if Trey Lance gets hurt in some way, then that's what happened.
We saw 4 quarterbacks go down last year. So
there's knock on wood now.
Yeah. But there's a lot of separate fans that just feel that maybe it's time to move on with Trey. But man, dude, what is it with this? I thought we're supposed to wait and see what this kid could do. Are we going by the 4-game samples? Are we giving up on this kid? Are we giving up on him because Brock Purdy looks so good in the 8 games of the season when he get into the playoffs? Are they really on their dreams with this kid? Like they really love this Brock Purdy kid? Like he's a superhero. He's the kid that we love.
And we also threw a ton of money at a guy that only played 5 games named James Richard Garoppolo.
Yeah.
So, it's like, it's a small sample size. Don't rush him back. Let him heal up properly. Maybe even comes back with a stronger arm. But we have the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, and he needs playing time.
So let's get
him some playing time.
Yeah.
At least let him throw the ball. Like, don't even force him to run the ball, man. Come on.
Yeah, I've it's well documented. I do my own shows, and I have it where I said that Trey Lance, even last week, we even talked about this last week.
Yep.
That Trey Lance is going to be the quarterback moving forward. Brock Purdy should wait a year to heal up, because it's not just physically, he's got to heal up mentally too, because that's going to be the challenge. And I said that he wasn't going to be ready to come back until like right around November. So if he's coming back right around November, you might as well just wait and then come back and compete for the quarterback position, unless Brock Purdy takes off and they'll have a good competition with one another. But I mean, don't rush somebody back just because you want them to.
Yeah, you don't want to major setback.
Push him back in. Yeah, because if you rush him back, he gets hurt.
Major setback, yeah. So
he's getting set back again. It's his career. He has a family. So he has to take care of himself. So that mental aspect in there, he's just got to think that through. Because if he rush backs and he gets hurt again, then what? What is all those Niner guys going to say? Oh, I mean, the Niner fans that are wanting Brock Purdy to start game 1, and he gets hurt that same game.
He'd be done for the season.
Just have his bills? No, they're not going to do that.
He'd be done for the season.
Yeah, he'll be done for the season, and then wait another whole year.
Yep.
Well, so see, everybody has their different opinions, but I think what could happen is, I don't know about this trading with Trey Lance. Like, we still got to pay up the cap space of what we got to pay up anyways. But I think it would be the dumbest trade if it were to come down to it, dude. Like, why would you give up on this kid too soon? What if he does well elsewhere? What if this kid wins a Super Bowl elsewhere with another organization? Wouldn't that be a slap in the face?
A big one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I go back to 2 quarterbacks that went to a different team and became Hall of Famers and won Super Bowls. So
yeah.
We're talking about Brett Favre, and we're talking about Steve Young. So
look at Tampa Bay. They were stupid. The Falcons, they were stupid. This can be somebody that has the ceiling. Like, everybody's just not giving it a fair chance. Like, is it Shanahan that's designing the run plays, or is he trying to not let him be more of a passer? Because I think he is a natural passer. They just don't let him showcase it.
Yeah, you're right.
To be fair,
let him play.
Yeah, when Trey Lance got hurt, he audibled out into that. So.
Yeah, but a lot of people just think that Trey's gone. Like, you see a lot of it, but do you really feel confident with Sam Darnold? Do you really feel confident with an injured Brock Purdy, bro? I don't think Brock Purdy's going to come back the same right away.
No, Lance is number 1 guy for us, man.
Yeah. Nobody ever comes back from injury 100% like they were before the injury.
Yeah, I don't want to educate some of these other Niner fans, but, dude, we've been complaining for quite some time on quarterbacks that we should have drafted. Patrick Mahomes was a project. Remember that. Josh Allen, a project, had upside. Aaron Rodgers was considered a project coming into the draft, but it took him some time to learn. But now our fan base is not being I get that we don't need to be patient on this one, but we got to let the kid play. I mean, But I get how some of them feel. They look at him as a freaking running quarterback. That's all they look at him as, because Shanahan doesn't make the design plays that make him throw the ball. He can throw the ball. It's just they don't really let him be a passer. I think if he can be a passer, people would have different judgment. But instead, they let him Darnold, man.
So do you think that that Lance was afraid that he was going to get benched by not doing, because he's supposed to read the defense. A quarterback's supposed to read the defense and make the right plays and audible to the right plays. Sometimes they get it wrong. Maybe that was a wrong play that he audible into and got hurt when he ran. So who knows?
But we don't know because we never seen him throw the ball as much. Like, you saw the sample size. You saw what he did in college when he had the chance to throw the ball. But most of his highlight, but a lot of his highlight was running the ball. But if they find some ways to just let him be the passer, bro, like, why are we treating like those other quarterbacks like a normal quarterback? But why is Trey got to be treated any different? Like, they're making him look like a running back out there.
Yeah, don't never run him over 10 times like that, like he did in that one game. Jeez, that was so stupid.
I don't think it'd make any difference on Justin Fields if he were on our team either, bro, because Shanahan would have run him to the ground too. I think he would have been done. Like, you've seen how Shanahan's done with mobile quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
Imagine what he would do with Lamar Jackson. People would say it looks good on paper, right? But Lamar could be done.
Oh yeah, that's straight facts right there.
That's disaster right there, bro. Like, if you were to have a Justin Fields and a Lamar Jackson on this Niners team, bro, they're done. They're on the IR team, bro. They're on the ER unit, bro. They're not coming back.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of with our running back with CMC. We saw that he ran Christian McCaffrey a lot.
He needs to find ways to run it back by committee. Like, go with running back by committee at least. Like, if you're gonna, I want to keep the running backs fresh, but man, they run them to the ground like you said. McCaffrey's getting a lot of touches. That can be concerning.
Look at Mitchell. He gets hurt all the time because they run him all the time.
They use him a lot, like an every down back. He's more of a complimentary back. That's why he gets hurt all the time.
He slid to the 6th round for a reason. He has issues.
Yeah,
he's an undersized running back, but he does get hurt. But like you said, Big Mac, they need to start finding ways to maybe go back to the running back by community.
Yeah, they need to do that, and they just need I don't know. I kind of like the way that the 49ers played in the early years, where it's just that little 5 to 15. You drop back quick hitters, and if they're called the Yak Boys on our team, why aren't we doing that more often?
That's the problem right there. Like, do you guys feel do you guys kind of feel what he was saying? Like, there's a 5-step pass where we kind of throw the ball and then those receivers will break those yards. Like, why not we just utilize those guys? Like, Juwan Jennings is a yak guy in a way. You can use him a lot more, but we don't even feature him much in the passing game. Like, he's more of a blocking receiver, but I think he needs to get more targets.
He can run routes, man. He's shown that he can get those big third down and touchdowns too in big games.
I think if they try to find a way to utilize him more, I think he would have 600 to 700 yards receiving instead of 400 yards. I mean, he could be a factor on third down. I mean, Kyle Juszczyk, he can use the juice a little more in the passing game. I mean, there's a lot of weapons that we have no clue on using, but we definitely know how to use McCaffrey. I mean,
and Debo.
A lot.
But we got to find some ways to use
them all, man.
I just hope in the draft we get a freaking tight end. I'm tired of these Ross Dwellys and these Warners of the world, bro. Like, they're not even they're just like a bunch of average Joes that were never has-beens. Like, Ross Dwelly's a good receiving tight end, but he's not a blocker. Charlie Warner's a try-hard blocker, but can't catch. He's Butterfingers.
What do you think about that Cameron Latu from Alabama?
Ooh, he's got upside. Like, I've seen some. Like, he's played 2 years at tight end at Alabama. He actually was a linebacker coming into high school, so he made that transition. He's got physicality.
Well,
yeah, red zone threat too.
Yep, big boy.
Oh, but doesn't he come from the same city as you, or no?
No, but he comes from the same island.
Yeah, he's kind of like emerging a little bit on the draft. He's considered like a sleeper coming out of Alabama, like somebody that everybody's talking about. He's kind of getting a lot of buzz. The only downside of him is, I think he runs a 4.6, but I think that's quick enough. Like he can make up for those type of plays.
Hey man, game speed is a lot different than clock speed. So
he plays a lot quicker than that.
Yeah.
I think he plays more like a 4.5 or something.
Yeah, so there's a big difference between game speed and on the clock.
Yeah, Luke Shoemaker seems like a finesse tight end, but he is kind of freaking quick as hell.
Yeah, he can block though. He can block too.
I mean, but if you look at Shoemaker, bro, Schoonmaker, he looks kind of like a finesse tight end. Like he's not your.
Well, there's also tight ends later in the draft that have size, can get separation, or good route runners and block. Like Josh Weil from, I believe, Cincinnati.
That's my favorite tight end, Josh Weil.
A pure catcher, a good blocker. He kind of gives you that, like he does everything. He fits the team. Then you have a guy like Braden Willis, who's a Swiss Army knife from Oklahoma. He had a breakout season. There's another tight end I like also.
Davis Allen, the guy from Clemson. He actually lined up in the slot. I mean, he's incredibly versatile.
Oh, versatile too. You know who else is more of a natural tight end that nobody's even talking about is Payne Durham. Purdue, bro.
Payne Durham's pretty good. He's not that speedy, but he's a tough little gritty guy.
He's a much better blocker version of Ross Dwelly, but he can catch. He's got a little bit more quick speed. That dude does the dirty work, bro. Like I don't see why nobody talks about him, but I don't understand the hype on that tight end from Old Dominion, Zach Kuntz, bro. I don't understand the hype. Like, if you look at his production in college, we're only looking at his junior tape. That's it. Like when he missed majority of the season. Yeah, he's a 6'8" tight end. I like his size, but he's not quite a yak guy.
Yeah, hey, Darnell Washington, 6'7", 270-pound guy. That dude's big old guy, just catching stuff over everybody. He's like a heavier Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, but Kuntz is like a finesse tight end, bro. He doesn't seem to.
We need another George Kittle.
Yeah, the closest to a George Kittle, I've heard Schoonmaker or Laporta.
Yeah, Laporta. Yeah, to me, Josh Wow reminds me of another Cincinnati tight end, Travis Kelce, receiver. Yeah. Slender like that, body, similar style of play. That's what I really want. That's my favorite tight end in the draft.
Yeah, he's about 6'5". I think he's about 250 or 260. Runs a 4.69. His best season was over 300 yards like those previous years, but I don't think he was asked to be much of a catching tight end. I think he has like really good, like he's a pure catcher. Just Cincinnati, they were more of a run team, I believe, but the receivers were getting more of the targets than the tight ends. Yeah, there's only one Kittle. That's true. It's only one Kittle, but you can always get somebody to complement Kittle. That's what we're hoping for. Like, we want the next Kittle. That's a one of a kind. Yeah. But Tucker Kraft kind of gives me a little bit of somebody I like too. Like he's just a dirty blocker. Like he does the dirty work and he can catch the ball too. Like that kid from North Dakota State.
Hey, Tucker Kraft, he broke 25 tackles the past 2 seasons on 102 catches. So yeah, he got some yak boy ability.
Oh, dude, that guy would be a nice fit if he were to slide. If he were to slide into our spot, dude. Let's say we come down between Tucker Kraft or Luke Schoonmaker. Who you guys would pick? Or Laporta. Let's go between these 3 options. Like, let's just pick or whatever one you guys want. So, David, we'll go with you first. Between these 3 tight ends, who would you want at the 99 pick?
Hold on. Who's available?
Okay.
Schumacher, Kuntz, and
Schoonmaker's available, and Laporta should be available. Like I'm just saying, hypothetically, they might slide, and then you got Schoonmaker there, and then you got let's see. There's another tight end. I forgot the tight end I was talking about.
Zach Kuntz, the big fella. He's a big fella, 6'8".
But you guys were talking about
big fella.
No, but you guys were talking about another tight end like Josh Wiles there too.
Kraft, maybe.
Oh yeah, Kraft.
I honestly don't think Laporta and Kraft are going to slide that far. I could see them being second round picks. Okay. If they're available, if either one's available, we're taking them. But if we have, Laporta, Kraft, Kuntz, and Schoonmaker to choose from, I'm honestly taking Kraft. Because he's a little better overall than Laporta. And he's more polished than Kuntz and Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker just has the upside. Like, he's just a really quick tight end. But if we're
going
by natural talent, bro, if we're going by really good talent, bro, I'm going Laporta. I'm going Laporta all day because Iowa tight ends always produce. They seem to be the physical type tight ends, and it's a good compliment. So, and David, what's your other thoughts, man? We're going with the tight ends, like we said. We got Tucker Kraft, Laporta. We got Kuntz. We got Luke Schoonmaker, and another tight end. We got Josh Weil and some other ones. Like, those are the. So you have to pick between those options at the 99 pick.
I don't know too much about them, but if I have to pick, probably what college these guys in?
Tucker Kraft goes at North Dakota State. Josh Weil is a Cincinnati tight end. Then you have Schoonmaker, who's from Michigan, and then you have Zach Kuntz, who was a transfer for Penn State but plays at Old Dominion. And then I think that's
I'll probably go with Shoemaker from Michigan.
Oh, Shoemaker from Michigan. I think Latu's probably going to be one of those sleepers in the draft. I think you might even get him in the 5th round. Because he's kind of like, I guess they look at him as kind of like a project. Like, I know, hey, Big Mac, I know you're pretty high on this guy, but I think he's kind of considered a project, right?
Who's one?
What is it, Latu?
Latu?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's a red zone threat.
Yeah.
So that's why I would get him, because the red zone, you need the red zone.
Yeah, we need bodies for the end zone.
And he can also block and everything, and he's pretty fierce. So yeah, that's why, and he'll be available in the later picks too.
Because
all the projections.
Yeah, because he played 2 years of tight end. He was you know what Latu kind of reminds me of a little bit? Like, if he was going to be used the right way, was Blake Bell, bro. Blake Bell was he was switching from quarterback to tight end, bro. That dude was a beast, but he could have been something. But I think Latu has better upside because he's a physical guy. Like, he played linebacker.
So, and he can out-jump people, too. That's
he's a little taller, too. So
yeah, he's got some hops. So
yeah, and I think the linebacker background kind of helps his cause because he's physical after the catch, too. So
yeah, and he'll hit somebody. So that's
So what about you, King? What tight ends would you want?
I mean, I like Shoemaker, but my number one guy is Josh Weil. Like I said, man, 6'5", very slender, in and out of his breaks really good hands, and he didn't have a lot of production, but he still got invited to the Senior Bowl for a reason. Just like Kittle, because he wasn't used, and that's who I really want. Like, I want a Kelsey-like guy. Of course, I want a Kittle guy, but he's the best player on the board to me.
Out of all the guys, man, I say Sam Laporta, man. Like, man, Iowa just equals great tight ends. I mean, I don't know. Something about Iowa tight ends, they're just really good.
That's good.
But definitely. Tucker Kraft, and those South Dakota State tight ends, like Dallas Goedert just came from that college. So he might be the closest to a Dallas Goedert, so he might not be too bad of a choice. He's a pure catching tight end, more of a blocker.
Definitely. Yeah, man, we got so much depth to.
Yeah, I wanted that guy from North Dakota State, but the Green Bay Packers got that guy.
Oh, Christian Watson? Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, I thought he would, because he played with Trey Lance, so I thought it would be like a good fit.
You know who we might be able to get is Trey Lance's tight end from North Dakota State in the later rounds. I think he might be there or might be undrafted. What's his name? Nordorf or something?
Yeah.
But he's like his go-to tight end.
Okay.
That'd be good. We pick him up because he'd be a good fit for Trey Lance.
But you know, else is another receiver we should. I mean, I don't know if it's still considered an option, but there is somebody that Brock Purdy trusted in college. Maybe Xavier Hutchinson could be an intriguing pick. Like, you never know. You want to make the offense move the chains more, right?
Hey, fellas, I gotta jump off real quick.
Okay.
Catch you guys.
All right, see you later.
All right, Big
All right,
Mac.
Mac, have a good night, man.
Hey, good night, guys.
Yeah, you too, man.
Later.
All right, man.
Yeah, let's just mix up some stuff. Like, as far as like other needs, I know it's got like maybe about 2 more weeks to the draft. So what do you feel like the Niners definitely need to address that they have yet to address? So we'll go with David, we'll go with King, and then we'll go with David.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, McNina.
Well, what's the subject? I was texting a lady. Sorry about that.
No. I'm talking about like what other needs have the Niners have yet to address going into the draft? Like, which is the one position? Yeah.
We need a developmental safety.
Okay.
Straight up. We need a developmental safety. I honestly would like to get some depth at tight end because, Greenlaw will miss a game here and there. And we need, a linebacker because Greenlaw will miss a game here and there. We also need a third starting linebacker that can step in for either one. McCrary Ball was an undrafted free agent. Maybe he's the guy, maybe not. We don't know.
We don't know.
So I would like to see, a safety we can redshirt and develop, linebacker. The whole trade up and get an offensive tackle thing, you know how big I am on that.
Yeah.
I really think we need to. Because there's a couple guys. You got Blake Freeland. You got that Tyler Steen guy from Alabama. There's what is it? What Duncan from Maryland? Isn't that where he's from?
Yeah, Jalen Duncan from Maryland.
I mean, there's 3 or 4 guys that are kind of raw, but could be potentially Trent Williams' replacement when he decides to hang up his cleat. And that's honestly something we need to be looking at right now because Trent Williams is just getting older. And, every year goes by, he probably thinks, why am I doing the grind? I have all the money I need. I don't need to work anymore. That starts getting into older football players' heads, and eventually he will hang it up. If we win a Super Bowl, that might just up those chances.
He'll retire.
Or maybe it'll make him want to come back to try to get 2 in a row. You never know.
Yeah, just some players, but you want to get somebody that can replace them. So it's like there's another guy too, and I know you're probably underestimating him, but Wanya Morris is like a freaking good tackle. Then you got the kid from what is it? I like this one, like you said, Tyler Steen. He's very intriguing. And there's Cody Mock. I don't think we're going to probably get him. Blake Freeland, I think it's going to be – we have to trade up for this guy. But I would like Cody Mock from North Dakota State because he's a good blocker.
About that Bergeron guy, I mean, he's ranked, I don't know, somewhere in the 60s. It just depends on what mock draft you're doing. I don't remember where he's from exactly, the college. Bergeron?
Bergeron
is like, it's not like Bergenson, but Bergeron.
Oh, you're talking about the Syracuse tackle. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that Syracuse guy. He is a big physical guy. I think in the Senior Bowl, everybody was talking about how he freaking pushed the defender, but it was kind of like he got it close to the quarterback. Bergeron, yeah.
There's at least 4 options we could trade up into the second round and snag. So,
because he's tall.
Tommy doesn't like Freeland
because he's a tall guy that needs to work on his strength and his pass blocking. That's why.
No. But look at Tommy says
he needs to put on 10 pounds and he needs to work on his footwork. But when it comes down to it, how many sacks did he allow in the last 2 seasons?
Dude, there's a couple guys. I mean, he didn't give – and his competition, he didn't give up nothing. So
that's it? 1?
So when it comes – that's it. When it comes down to it, he's already a better pass blocker than McChokeslam.
But look at Tommy. He disagrees.
I like that one.
Hey, Tommy, what do you think of Wanya Morris from Oklahoma? You think he's a good blocker too, or not so good? Like he seems like kind of like a really raw prospect too. Everybody's sleeping on him. He was a transfer from Tennessee, but he kind of like there's a couple Niners content creators that are actually checking out more of Morris more now. Like the only one that doesn't seem too high is Larry Krueger. Larry Krueger's kind of like he has his different opinions about it. But there's a couple of good tackles I like. I don't know about this Matthew Burgeon. I don't know about him. He just seems like he seems to have McGlinchey written all over it. Freeland seems like a natural starter, like more of a natural starter than McGlinchey would ever be.
A little.
Yeah, we don't need a guy like that.
No, but I heard Burgeon is kind of exactly the same as McGlinchey.
We don't need him there.
I miss those days of having Anthony Davis as a right tackle. That was pretty damn good. When he actually was motivated and wanted to play, he was a damn good player.
That dude was lazy on the couch, man.
Yeah.
Not the AD from the Lakers, the AD from the Niners, man. That guy was lazy from Rutgers.
Yeah, when he was motivated, though, he played at a high level. He
was all right. I just never liked the pick. Now we need a gif of Mike McGlinchey getting chokeslammed by the Undertaker. We probably need to make something like that. But So Tommy does not like Freeland. He thinks Freeland's another McGlinchey. That's his opinion, but I know there's different tapes on Freeland. He's very athletic. I don't see any weakness of his game like Tommy says, bro. You just said he gave up maybe one pressure all season.
He gave up one sack.
One sack.
In the last 2 seasons.
So he hasn't really given up a lot of sacks. But I think it's based by the competition. But he played against
6'8" like him.
But I think he played the likes of Notre Dame, which they have a really good defense too. So I don't think he's that bad. I mean, Utah, I think they play Utah and some other teams. I think Freeland's kind of like a raw prospect. Like I think he could be definitely a starter from day one. But that Bergeron guy, I don't know about him. It kind of gives me some flashback of somebody else. Like, I don't know. Are we going to bring back McGlinchey back? Is that what it is? But maybe I'm wrong about him. Maybe the kid from Syracuse is good. I just heard a little mixed reviews. There's Duncan from Maryland that's pretty raw.
Jalen Duncan, yeah. 4-year starter.
Yeah, Tyler Steen's a natural starter. He kind of has the upside to be really good. Nick Sidario, whatever his name is from Old Dominion, he kind of has that versatility, but his arms are freaking short, so he might even have to play guard just like Burford did. I don't think it's a good idea to get Sidario, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my tight ends, though. Josh Wow, I think he's going to be the best player of the bunch. That's just me.
I think as far as talent-wise, he's got the ability to be really good. Sometimes the college production doesn't always translate all the great parts. You know, there's some unfinished products. Kittle wasn't quite an accomplished tight end in college. He was more of a blocker. So maybe Josh Wild could be the guy.
Could be.
But hey, guys, I know you guys probably want to get it over with. We'll probably look forward to next week, man. But give me some thoughts of what you guys think of. Like next week, it's going to get closer, and draft day's coming close, man. So,
yeah.
Give me your draft crush. Just so David McNair, you go first, and King, you go first, and David, you go last, and I'll go last. So you're next, man. Give me your draft crush.
Me.
That DeJuan Harris, that big fella.
DeJuan Jones?
The offensive tackle
from Ohio State.
That humongous guy.
Yeah, DeJuan Jones.
He's probably going to be a late first, early second round pick, but that's my draft crush right there. I would love to see him on the right side.
6'8", 370 pounds, bro. That dude was big as big.
I don't think anyone's choke slamming him.
No,
that'd be a good fit for us.
He's a brick wall, bro. Did you see some of the Senior Bowl highlight films, bro, or the matchups where he was blocking? Nobody can get past this guy.
Nah, I didn't see it.
No, like none of the defenders got past him, bro. Like he made it look like it was nothing.
Jeez, we need a guy like that then.
Dude, he was like a brick wall. Like think of the thing from Fantastic Four. You know the thing from Fantastic Four where he's all stouted and you can't get past him?
Yeah.
Think of that guy.
Oh, okay.
But King, let me know which prospect you're a big crush on, man. Like who you want the Niners to get.
I wouldn't mind him at the tight end position. Darnell Washington, he's 6'7", 270. That dude is a unicorn, man. Like somebody that big that can run like that, can just jump up and snatch it. He's like, Gronk mixed with a Jimmy Graham or something. Like he's like that.
Ooh, man.
That's a bad mamma jamma. He can go up and get anything, and he's big. You're not gonna tackle him. Like I wouldn't mind the Niners taking a 3rd round flyer on him, man. That dude is. He could be like what Jalen Hurts was supposed to be like that, but in a different type of way.
But I think he'll be gone before we get him. So, but that's a good draft crush to have. I mean, that's a good idea. So, hey, David, you're next, man.
It doesn't matter who we get. I just want somebody good to help the team and help us win more games. So.
Okay, man. So if I had to pick a draft crush, I don't know if I don't know if we'll get him, but it's always good to hope for something. But man, dude, just watching this kid's tape just really catches my attention. But man, that Sidney Brown just has the film, bro. I just love the film of Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown just seems like he just said he could be a developmental starter next year. That guy has talent, and I would want him in a heartbeat. But if we're going by a player that I don't see us getting, bro, JL Skinner's, bro, his hits, damn, I'm thinking of Cam Chancellor, bro. Nobody wants to mess with that guy. No, like offensive opposing teams, they're getting knocked out. Like think of Smokey from Friday. You got knocked up.
It doesn't matter who we get. I just want the guy who help us win and go to the Super Bowl. That's who I want.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, but we're gonna call it a day, man.
All right, man.
Let's call it a day, y'all.
You guys have a good night. Go Lakers and go 49ers.
Go Lakers, go Niners. All right.
And go Dodgers.
A's.
Go